Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 11 of unit number 5 partial differential equation. In this case, we are going to discuss the remaining cases in Charpit method. Charpit method is the general method to obtain solution of nonlinear partial differential equation of order 1. Okay, but sometimes there may be the situation that your given differential equation, nonlinear differential equation of order 1 will be in one of these four forms. These special cases also we have discussed during the first lecture of Charpit method. If given differential equation is one of the four forms, then for solving that examples can be solved without using the auxiliary equation. Okay, means there are direct means the methods of solution have been invented from Charpit method itself. Okay, but instead of without writing that auxiliary equation directly, you can follow the procedure if you identify that given function belongs to one of these four categories. Okay, so one by one I am going to discuss all the four cases in this lecture, and few examples also simultaneously I have solved for you, and some for practice I have left. And after the discussion of these four cases, our this topic Chapman method will be over. And in the coming lecture we'll start the last topic of the unit number 5, that is higher order partial differential equation. Fine. So let us start one by one all the four cases. So first, case number 1, when equation of the type f of p comma q equal to 0, means if your given differential equation does not contain x y z, only p and q terms. Okay, in such a case you can solve that method using this technique also. Okay, whenever f of p comma q equal to 0, this type of differential equation is there, then the solution can be written directly as z equal to ax plus by plus c. But in final solution we have only two constants. Here a b c three constants we have written. So what happens here, your constants a and b satisfies this equation f of a comma b equal to 0, means the given equation the constants a and b satisfy. Using that we can determine b in terms of a. Okay, so ultimately a and b will represent only one constant, because b is a function of a. The constants of coefficient of x and y will be in terms of a only. So a is one constant and c is another constant. Two constants will be there in the final solution. So for obtaining this b in terms of a, we use this relation f of a comma b equal to 0. And finally your solution will be of the type z equal to ax plus phi of ay plus c, after determining the value of b in terms of a. So let us do two examples I have written here. One I am solving, one I am leaving for you. Fine. So given differential equation is root p plus root q equal to 1. After taking this one on this side, it will be equal to 0. So this is of the type, this differential equation does not contain any x and y. So it is of the type f of p comma q equal to 0. And we have the solution of this differential equation as z equal to ax plus by plus c, where f of ab equal to 0. As f of ab equal to 0 means f of a and b satisfies this given equation, right? So if you put in place of p and q, a and b will get root a plus root b equal to 1. Now what we are going to do, we are going to solve b in terms of a. So after solving b in terms of a, we'll transfer this a root a on this side, so we'll get 1 minus root a. After squaring, that root p will become b, and 1 minus root a square will be the value of b. Now we just have to substitute this value of b in this relation. Okay, so we'll get the solution as z equal to ax plus root of 1 minus root a square y plus c, where two constants we are having the solution a and c. Fine. So only in 4 lines we have determined the solution without using the Charpit method. But this solution comes using Charpit method itself. Okay, but directly you can, if you identify that this differential equation in this form, so directly you can write these many steps to get the final solution. Fine. So it is very easy. Only one calculation we do here, the calculation of b in terms of a. For that we are using the given equation. Similar thing you can repeat for p square plus q square equal to 1. Okay. Now we'll discuss the case number 2. In the case number 2, we are going to consider the differential equation of the type z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. This type of equation is also called as Clairaut's equation. Okay, this is the name of scientist, Clairaut's. So Clairaut's equation are of the form z equal to px plus qy plus f of p comma q. So on the left you will have z, here px qy, and here some functions of p and q, terms of p and q. Okay. Now if you identify the given equation is Clairaut's equation form, then directly its solution can be written as z equal to ax plus by plus f of a comma b. So what we are doing here, we are replacing this P by A and Q by B in the given relation. So it is very easy to solve. Just replace P by A and Q by B in the given relation. But your given relation has to be in this form. So two examples of that type I have written. Z equal to Px plus Qy plus Pq. Pq is a function of P and Q, right? And it is of the type this. Then next one, Z equal to Px plus Qy plus P square plus Q square. This is also function of Pq and this Px plus Qy. So both these equations are Clairaut's equation. So their solution can be obtained easily. Given equation, you need to write this line there, that given equation is of Clairaut's form. Okay, Clairaut's equation. Hence put A equal to B and Q equal to P equal to A and Q equal to B in this equation. So if you put P equal to A, you will get Z equal to AX plus BY plus P into Q, that is A into B, is the required complete integral of the solution. In 2 lines you can get the solution. Fine. But for that purpose you need to identify whether it is Clairaut's equation or not. So Clairaut's equations are the easiest equation to solve. Second one is also can be done in the similar way. You just replace P by A, Q by B, and you will get the solution. Now let us discuss the case number 3. Case number 3 is quite lengthy, means it has some calculations. If your equation is of the type f of z comma p comma q equal to 0, means it don't contain x and y. If your given partial differential equation has only terms of p, q and z, then in that case it will be of the case number 3 type. In this case, what we do, we put q equal to ap, okay, where p is dz by du. These values you need to remember. Q equal to ap, p equal to dz by du, where u is x plus ay, and integrate, means once here q is what, a into p is what, dz by du, p is the derivative. So if you put the value p here, so you will get q as a into dz by du, means both p and q will be in the form of derivative dz by du. And after putting these values of p and q in the given equation, you will get the differential equation in terms of dz and du. After solving them, you will get the answer in the form of z and u. But you need to again do back substitution, u equal to x plus ay, so that you will get final answer in terms of x and y. Okay, this value of u also you must know, u equal to x plus ay. So these 3 values in this case you have to remember. Q equal to ap, where p is dz by du, u equal to x plus ay. Okay, so let us see the example. P square z plus q square equal to 4. This equation contains p, q and z only, don't know x, y, right? So it is of the type f of p, q, z equal to 0. So this is given equation I am written. It is of the type f of p comma q comma z equal to 0. Now put p equal to dz by du and q equal to ap, where p is dz by du. So both p and q in terms of derivative, a is a constant, you need to substitute in the given equation. Okay, so after doing that we will get this form: p square, that is this square, z plus q square, that is a into dz by du square equal to 4. Now this dz by du square can be taken common from both the terms. Inside bracket will remain z plus a square equal to 4. Again I have transferred this du square on the right. On the left I have kept only terms of z, z plus a square dz square equal to 4 du square. Take square root so that we will get the differential equation in the variable separable form. After taking square root, we will have the square root of z plus a square as root of z plus a square dz equal to 2 du. Now integrate both sides. On integrating, the integration of this, a square is a constant, root of z, so it is like z plus a square raised to half. On integrating, we will get z plus a square raised to half plus 1, that is 3 by 2. The same way constant divide in integration, 3 by 2 equal to right hand side 2 du 2u plus new constant of integration b. Okay, and at the end I have just replaced the value of u in terms of x and y, which is x plus ay. This value also you need to remember. So the final solution for this problem will be 2 by 3 z plus a square raised to 3 by 2 equal to 2 times x plus ay plus b. Okay, so one more time I will repeat for you. It is of the type f of p plus q, f of p q z equal to 0, p by dz by du and q equal to ap. Then get the differential equation in the form dz and du, integrate, new as cost of integration you need to add, and at the end replace the value of u by x plus ay. Okay, so this is when the case number 3 is applicable. If your given equation is in the form z, p, q terms only, no x and y. One problem of this type for practice, not one, there are 2, 3 I have written. You can practice them. These 3 equations contain only p, q, z. Z square into p square plus q square plus 1 equal to 1. Z equal to pq, q square equal to pz. all these three differential equation contains only PQZ, so you can apply similar method to get the solution. Okay, so try to complete them at home. Now next, case number 4, the last one. Okay, if f of x comma p equal to g of y comma q. So from the given differential equation, if it is possible to write terms of x and p on one side, terms of y and q on one side, and if they are similar in nature, then only this case is applicable. So how do we solve this type of problem? Let f of x comma p g of y comma q, that is the given differential equation, equate it to one constant small a. Then find the values of p and q from this relation. After equating, you'll get two equations, and from that two equation, the values of p and q can be determined, okay, in terms of a. And the values of p and q obtained, we are going to put in this differential equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy, okay, and after integrating we'll get our required solution. Let us see how. For example, p square minus q square equal to x minus y is the given differential equation. So if I transfer this x on this side and q on this side, so on one side I will have terms of x and p, and on one side I will have terms of y and q. So left hand side is a function of x comma p, and right hand side is a function of y comma q, and they are similar in nature, right? If you replace x by y and p by q, we'll get this function, okay? So their nature has to be similar, then only they will be can be said equal. Now what you have to do here, just replace both of them by a. So I am replacing p square minus, not replacing, we are equating it to a. So if I equate p square minus x to a, I can solve that for p. I'll get the value of p from that equation as root of a plus x. Similarly, you can get the value of q from the second equation, q square minus y equal to a, q equal to root of a plus y. On using this value in dz p dx plus q dy. So after using it in this differential equation, we'll get the differential equation of the type dz equal to root of a plus x dx plus root of a plus y dy. Now this is a differential equation in variable separable form. Integrate. On integrating, integration of dz is z. This integration just we have determined raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. So that 3 by 2 will go can be written as 2 by 3 times a plus x raised to 3 by 2 plus 2 by 3 times a plus y raised to 3 by 2 plus new constant of integration b. So this final answer contains terms of x, y, z and ab, two constants, okay. So this is the final solution for the given problem. Now one more problem of this type you try. X into 1 plus y p equal to y into 1 plus x q. This is also of the type f of x comma p into g of equal to g of y comma q. So for that purpose, this 1 plus y I have to transfer on this side and 1 plus x on this side. So I will get xp by 1 plus x and yq by 1 plus y. Okay, both are similar. Equate it to a, solve for p and q. Obtain the values of p and q, substitute in this differential equation dz equal to p dx plus q dy, integrate and get the solution. So hope you understood these 4 cases that we have discussed, and some example also for practice I have given for every type. Okay, so whenever your differential equation, if you identify that given differential equation in the example belongs to one of these types, then you can apply these methods. Otherwise, if you want to solve all these equations using Char-Pit method, still you can do it. Okay, you are going to get the same answers. Fine. So it is just additional technique that you must know. Even if you are doing all these problems by Char-Pit method, there will be no issue. Okay, by using the previous lecture technique, similarly you can proceed and get the solution. But this is some short technique. Without using that auxiliary equation method, okay, you can easily get the solution. So hope you understood all these things, and in coming lecture we are going to start the last part of this unit, higher order differential equation. Thank you.